Sa ibang balita, maringi tinanggi ng kampo ng aktor at TV host na si Vong Navarro na tinangka niyang gahasain ng babaeng pinuntahan niya sa isang condominium unit noong Miyerkules kung kailan nangyari ang pambubugbog sa kanya. Tinutukan din daw siya ng baril, iginapos at hiningan pa ng 2 milyong piso. May news to go si Dano Tingkunggo.
Pinabulaanan ng kampo ng aktor at TV host na si Vong Navarro ang naunang akusasyon sa kanya ng tangkang panghahalay sa isang 22 anyos na babae sa Taguig. Katunayan, sa pambubugbog sa kanya, si Vong pa nga ang biktima. Ayon sa abogado ni Navarro, unang nagkita si Navarro at ang babae noong January 17 sa kondo nito. Dati na raw magkakilala ang dalawa pero 2 taon din daw silang walang komunikasyon hanggang sa manumbalik daw ang kanilang ugnayan noong January 17.
They were friends. They were acquaintances.
But did their relationship, sorry for the question, but did the relationship go into that?
Of course, I cannot go into the details of this matter. What I can confirm is that there was no act of sexual intercourse between Mr. Vong Navarro and this female, based on what has been disclosed to me.
January 22 naman ng gabi, inanyayahan ng babae ang kliyente niya na maghapunan sa condominium unit nito sa The Fort. May dala raw noon ng aktor na pagkain para sa kanilang dalawa at nilapag sa tabing upuan nang pumasok ang babae sa isang kwarto. Pero ang lumabas daw sa kwarto, hindi na ang babae kundi 2 lalaki, isa armado ng baril.
2 male went out, one pointing a gun at him, and the other tied him up and started punching his face, kicking him, and threatening his life as well as the lives of his other family members, like his children.
Hindi pa raw natapos doon ang pananakit kay Navarro. May 5 hanggang 6 pa raw na pumasok sa condo unit at tinuloy ang pambubugbog sa aktor. Pagkakakwento pa raw ni Navarro kay Attorney Manalo, pinilit daw ng grupo ang aktor na umaming tinangka nitong gahasain ng babae at kinuna ng video ang maselang bahagi ng katawan nito. Matapos nito, humingi raw ang grupo kay Navarro ng 2 million pesos at manahimik sa pangyayari.
It was explained to him that if he should go public about what happened, they will hunt him down, kill him, hurt his family, and kill them too. And but if he agrees to pay and go quietly, according to Mr. Vong Navarro, the group said that everything will be forgotten.
Hindi pa raw dito nagtapos ang demand ng grupo nang dalhin siya sa presinto at ipablotter ng grupo ang umano'y tangkang panghahalay. Sa blotter na unang ipinakita sa GMA News, may pirma ni Navarro ang blotter. Pero ayon sa kanyang abogado, sapilitan daw ang pagpapapirma kay Navarro sa dokumento.
In the police blotter, Mr. Vong Navarro was forcibly, violently, at gunpoint and against his will, forced to sign a blotter admitting that he attempted to rape a female in that condominium unit. Obviously, we know that any document that is executed against your will constitutes vitiated consent. And this blotter is therefore not binding on Mr. Vong Navarro and cannot be used against him in the eyes of the law.
Matapos ang pagpirma sa blotter entry, hinatid daw si Navarro pabalik sa condo unit sa kanyang sasakyan at nakauwi pa raw si Navarro bago pumunta sa ospital. Sa bigat daw ng pananakit kay Navarro, bukod sa mga pasa sa muka, basag din ang ilong ng aktor. Ilang pagsusuri pa raw ang kailangan niyang pagdaanan para malaman kung naapektuhan ang kanyang paningin. At dahil tinadyakan din daw siya sa ulo, kailangan din daw suriin ang kanyang utak. Sa ngayon daw ay patuloy na nangangalap ng ebidensya ang kampo ng aktor. Pero ayon kay Attorney Manalo, nabanggit daw ng aktor sa kanya na may namukaan daw ito sa hanay ng mga nambugbog sa kanya.
As far as Mr. Navarro can recall, he recognizes Mr. Cedric Lee and a Bernice Lee, as well as a certain Mike. The rest, he does not know the names of these individuals.
What was his previous relationship with this group?
He has no previous relationship with this group at all. He doesn't know them from Adam. The only thing that he can recall, that he can connect with him, is Cedric Lee, who he said he recognizes as a former friend of another showbiz personality by the name of Vina Morales.
How do they connect?
The connection is that Vina Morales and Vong Navarro are both showbiz personalities.
Did your client discuss the nature of Cedric Lee being the former friend of, as you said, Vina Morales?
Yeah, the only discussion is a recognition.
What did he say, sir, about how Cedric Lee became a former friend?
That he doesn't know. That is between Vina Morales and Cedric Lee.
Hindi pa nila masagot kung ano ang isasampang reklamo, laban kanino at kailan. Pero malinaw daw na kasinungalingan ang paratang laban sa aktor.
What we know is that there has been serious physical injuries committed. There has been an illegal detention committed. There has been grave threats to his life and to the life of his family. There has been a demand for the payment of a certain sum of money reaching up to the total amount of 2 million pesos. So, if we put all of this together, what I can say is that definitely there is a criminal act involved.
Hindi raw totoong may tangkang panghahalay na nangyari, lalo't kahit na nagde-date daw ang aktor at babae, walang anumang pagtatalik na nangyari sa kanila. Naihiwagaan din daw ang kampo ng aktor sa pag-atras ng babae sa reklamong attempted rape kung sila mismo ang nagdala sa aktor sa presinto para ipablotter ito.
It befuddles anyone who would look at this matter and see that a rape victim will refuse to file rape charges when in fact she is already in the police station. It doesn't make sense to actually go to the police station, have a rape incident blotted, and at the same time say that you will not file a complaint. It doesn't make sense at all.
Sinisika pa rin ng GMA News na makakuha ang panig at pahayag ng mga personalidad na binanggit ng abogado ni Navarro sa kanyang salaysay dito. Dano Tingkong ko, GMA News.